And the highlights of the fourth day's play in this opening test match between Australia and England at the Gabba. We've had 3 very good days up here so far with big crowds. It's been terrific stuff. Just running you through now what has happened in the match. First of all, the Australians made 426 with centuries to Michael Slater, 176, and Mark Waugh, 140. It's a slightly uneven looking scorecard, but the 426 were made at a terrific rate, 55 runs per 100 balls. In reply, England all out for 167 in only 67.2 overs. So the 2 first innings were over in just 2 1/3 days. It was a terrific performance from the Australians there. Top score, Atherton, 54. And the Australians in their second innings, 7 for 194 after the follow-on wasn't enforced. And the not-out batsman, Ian Healy, on 7, and Craig McDermott not yet scoring. The bowling figures for England: De Freitas 2 for 61, Goff 1 for 59, and Phil Tufnell, pleased to see him take wickets because he bowled well in the first innings also, 31 overs, 9 maidens, and 4 for 58. Well, we join play now on the fourth morning. It's the fourth over, 7 runs have been added. Darren Goff is the bowler, Craig McDermott is taking strike, and in the commentary box, Bill Laurie and Tony Gregg.
That's out, surely. Yes, big noise. Another wicket for Goff, a straightforward catch to the wicketkeeper.
Yes, he hit the cover of that one and was just backing away a little bit. It really was quite a quick delivery. Just watch the replay here, watch his back foot. Just goes back a little bit there, trying to give himself a bit of room. Whack, huge nick, straightforward catch there to Rhodes. And in keeping with the Aussie way, there was no way he was going to walk, allowed the umpire to make his decision. And then he left the crease. So McDermott out caught behind for 6, Goff doing the damage. 8 down now for 201.
Tim May, the batsman taking guard here at the Gabba. McDermott out, straightforward catch to the wicketkeeper, Rhodes.
Umpire Mitchley from South Africa.
Going down the leg side. The wicket maiden, 8 for 201. It's a good shot. Went to the onside, made some room, waited for the ball to turn. They'll go for 4.
Yes, now that is one of the theories that they'll be thinking about, to get away and hit him through the offside, because more often than not they've only got 3 fieldsmen there.
It's out? No. Tufnell just a little bit slow there.
A little bit slow, like a cart horse he was. I think he was expecting that to lob straight to him. It died on him. Have a look at this. Never been the greatest of fielders, but watch him here. Just pops up in the air, a little slow to go for it. Right, it's going to be Goff again. And he's going to be bowling to Healy. Healy has 14.
Through Tufnell, poorly fielded, going to concede 4 runs. Whacks that over long on, and that's 4 as Ian Chappell and Richie Benaud take up the commentary.
Thanks, Bill. The Australians now starting to get a bit of a move on. Lead now well over 500. Australia have lost the wicket of Craig McDermott this morning. And that's going to fall into the gap. And it goes over the rope. Mid-off, Gatting, and it's going to clear his head.
The slide has become part of the folklore of cricket these days, and Gatting does it perfectly. A fraction of a second before his feet hit the rope.
Philip De Freitas is going to replace Darren Goff. That one's over Stewart's head, just short of the rope. It's 8 for 244. In fact, Tim May now looking towards the dressing room. Just to see if there's any directions from the skipper. Well, the declaration has come. So Ian Healy with a very handy little knock this morning, 45 not out. Tim May is 9 not out. Once again, Healy's runs coming very quickly. 45 from 73 balls. So with a 10-minute changeover, the Australians will have almost an hour at the Englishman.
Well, that's a very good declaration from Mark Taylor. He's just given himself and his bowlers an hour at the Englishman before lunch. So there's quite a long time to go for England to get out of this game. The card for the Australian second innings, 8 for 248, 58 to Taylor and 45 to Slater, got them away well. And today, Healy unbeaten on 45. He's a good cricketer, good all-round cricketer, Ian Healy. And Tim May finished up unbeaten on 9. 8 for 248. And the bowling figures for England, 2 for 74 for De Freitas, 2 for 78 for Goff, and 4 for 79 for Philip Tufnell. Now the lead for the Australians, 507. England need 508 to win. I think you can discard that. That's not going to happen, but they can make a good game of it, and we're going to have a look now and see how they set out on it. First of all, we have McGrath bowling to Stewart. It's the second over, and it's none for 3, and your commentators, Geoffrey Boycott and Greg Chappell.
Oh, it's in the air and through the gap. There was just half a chance there, but 4 runs to Alex Stewart. And that brings up a milestone for him, a personal milestone of 3,000 runs in Test cricket. I think he would like to have had them a little more positively, including one Test 100 there against the West Indies on his birthday earlier this year. A pretty good tour of the West Indies he had. That's in the air again through that area, which Mark Taylor has tried to fill in. Again, he's picked the gap. This time it went through a bit higher and probably a bit quicker. Just found the gap there. There'll be 3 more runs there. Be a race between 2. Michael Slater will beat David Boone, but the ball will beat them both. It was just a sort of elongated forward defensive shot. That's 4 runs there. Hook shot he also plays well. He's played a lot of cricket in Australia, Alex Stewart. He played about 9 seasons of club cricket in Western Australia before he was elevated to the England team, so he's had a lot of experience on the hard, fast wickets. He's just got to strike the balance. That's what it's all about. He's done it again, and that's 4 more runs, so it's a good over for Alex Stewart. He'll be happy if he keeps that up. Only time will tell. None for 31.
And Warne to continue. Stewart on strike. It's well played too. It's short, and he waited for it. And having gone down the pitch once or twice, that's the sort of ball that he could then lean back on and cut. So far, Stewart's strategy has been a very effective one, and that too was a good shot. Yes, he's bowled in. That was a flipper. Magnificent bowling from Waugh. Stewart, who's been looking to go down the pitch, looking to cut, hook, line and sinker.
Well, he certainly was enjoying the battle, Shane Warne, and he's won it with the flipper right on line. And that has really hurried on. Alex Stewart can't believe that he's made such a blunder. And Shane Warne has won that little round. It's 1 for 50.
Graham Hicks, the new batsman. That's his average, 34.56. Whoops, in the air, but safe. Thickies edge, went down. They wanted 3rd man, so it'll be 4 down there every time if it gets through the slip court. Well, that's a good shot too. That'll be 4 as well. That was a lovely shot. Not a very good ball, mind you. He's just lost it a bit, McGrath.
Just getting ready for Michael Atherton to face Shane Warne. Oh! Wow. He's done him. That was a magnificent delivery. It beat Atherton all ends up. It looked to me as though he was playing for the spin, and that was a quicker top spinner. It wasn't the flipper. That is beautifully bowled. That is hurried onto him. Absolutely plumb. No doubt about that at all. And that is good bowling. He's not bowling the normal leg spinner. It's been a really quick one. Certainly spun from the leg, but not very much. And did him all ends up. 2 for 59, Michael Atherton for 23.
Well, what a sensational piece of bowling from Shane Warne. Mike Atherton getting back and across. Top spinner coming straight on, maybe just a little bit of turn. He was plumb LBW. And a quiet look at that. You've either got to get down and smother it. Make sure there's plenty of pad there. That's not the way to go. That could be out. That could well be out. My word, was it some glove or bat? That was a beautiful piece of work from Healy. Umpire Steve Randall. Let's have a look at that. It seemed to come quickly to ground. Healy thinks he's got a catch. Watch this again.
The ball pitching in the rough, spins very quickly. Jammed into the body. It's hard to tell whether there's any bat. Could have come off the inside edge onto the leg.
Oh dear, he got it away, but how? I suppose it was a good shot in the end, but that was almost curtains. It was a flipper. It stayed down, and Thorpe went for the pull shot. Craig McDermott to Graham Hick. It's a nice shot, it'll be 4. It's a beautiful driver. Half volley, he puts it away. 3 and 4. It's a great shot, beautifully played.
It's one of the strengths of Graham Hick. Good driver, particularly if you edge in towards leg stump, as Craig McDermott did on this occasion. David Gower, a pretty good player of all types of bowling, maybe offering some of his experience.
That is an excellent shot. There's 2 men out. A fine and deep man of square leg, and he's found the gap beautifully. Fine shot.
It's an easy short ball there. That's easily put away. It's medium-paced bowling. No great pacing about McGrath. I think he's got to step up a gear. I thought first innings it was very ordinary.
This was a good shot. He smashed that one away.
Conscious in Hick's mind will be getting out first innings, hooking to McDermott.
4. Well pitched up, and that's his 6th boundary. That was right into the slot. No problems at all there for Hick. Just leant on it, and that was the end of that.
Thorpe and Hick fighting hard for England. May and Warne the bowlers for Australia. It's a better shot, beautifully played. It's short. And Slater putting it hard, but that's 4 more. I like the style of Graham Thorpe. He's very keen to play shots if it's a fraction short. Stewart and Atherton are adding to the mystery by watching with binoculars from the top of the stand there. I can't understand that really. We played a series against him in England. Just adding to the mystique. A bit of John Gleeson about all this. That's a great shot. Half volley, the off drive for 4.
There's no mystery about that one. It was a half volley. And no matter what the state of the game, it should be dispatched to the boundary.
That's over the top. That's a beautiful shot. We talked about him lofting the spinner. It's straight through the line.
Well, the way to play in this situation is precisely the way Graham Hick is doing it. Make the bowlers think, make them shuffle their field around, give the captain something to think about.
Average 57.42. He goes again this time. He doesn't quite get it, but he gets it enough on it. It goes over the long on this time. 2 for 135. Graham Hick on 49. This will be a good 50 if he gets it. Under pressure. That's 50. Well played. Time to make 50s and 100s when the team is under pressure. They certainly were at 2 for 59. They still are.
359 more to get.
Giving no odds, they won't get him.
Lovely shot. That brings up the 150 for England. Batsmen, I guess, figuring that they've got a long haul ahead of them if they're going to save the match, really conserving energy where they're running between wickets. Hasn't really timed it as he would like, mainly I think because his rhythm was put off a little bit by Warne really flighting that one so slowly. And I think also because he's in the frame of mind of wanting to kick them away, he wasn't really ready to hit the to deal with the full toss. Oh! So the end of Shane Warne's 16th over, and England 2 for 157. Just 2 runs short of the 100 partnership for Thorpe and Hick. 33 overs bowled in that session for 99 runs and 1 wicket. As the players go off for tea, we'll be back at the... 2 overs have been bowled, 1 by McDermott, 1 by Shane Warne. No runs have been scored. It's not surprising against Shane Warne because the pads were used 5 out of 6 balls. That's a good shot. And that's the 100 partnership.
The timing not quite there. The ball just holding up a little bit as the wicket varies now as it wears.
It's gone between 2 fielders and through the fingers of Glenn McGrath.
A bit of frustration there for Craig McDermott.
These two came together with the score at 59. They've done a pretty good salvage job so far, but well, as yet it's not even halfway done. Wrongen, and Thorpe has hit it in the air just wide of the fieldsman point. Michael Slater, I don't think, saw it. Michael Slater has just got rid of the sunglasses. He's put them up on the top of the cap. Flipper, that's well hit.
Graham Thorpe played Shane Warne pretty well in England last year. Brings up his 50. He scored 100 at Trent Bridge last year and looked as comfortable as anybody against Shane Warne, and he played a few of those shots in that innings.
One thing to bear in mind with Warne is that coming over the wicket to the left-hander, he can't get an LBW with the ball pitching outside leg stump. He's wrong and it's not going to work, nor is flipper if it pitches there, even if it would have hit the stumps. And the full toss outside leg stump is money for old rope.
Two for 186. Thorpe 55, Hick 63. McGrath looking to go around the wicket. That's the place to bowl. We can't get an LBW bowling at that angle, but it was certainly a good delivery. That last delivery from McGrath was a attempted Yorker to Graham Thorpe. It was going down leg side, but it was a beauty. Could have gone back onto the stumps quite easily.
And Glenn McGrath just trying to get through one of these two batsmen. They're playing for stumps now, which is very sensible. Just out of reach of the man at square leg, and 4 runs. Beautiful stroke. Went in the air, or appeared to go in the air from here, and right off the meat of the bat.
Yes, that brings up 11 runs since tea. He's got a few go, Hick. He can play the pull shot. I guess on this pitch on the 4th day, it's always on. It was well struck.
Now McGrath is off. No wicket for 47 for McGrath. McDermott has none for 61. 2 for 39 for Warne, none for 27 for Tim May. Now here's Tim May. Unmoved umpire Cyril Mitchley. Unmoved umpire Graham Hick as well.
Yes, a very, very confident appeal. Hick simply shaking his head there. See if we can pick up whether his bat was anywhere near the ball here. Well, or was the glove anywhere near the ball? There was definitely two noises. They all went up. Hick closed his eyes, shook his head. 2 for 197. Warner's going to continue to Thorpe. Well, that was a very good shot. That was short, and he was onto it in a flash. He does play that shot well, and he directs the ball down towards mid-wicket as opposed to square leg, and that fall brings up the 200 as well.
Michael Bevan.
Yes, they've had leggies, flippers, googlies, and now they're about to get it all the other way around. First one dispatched down to deep mid-wicket for 4.
Over.
That's very well played by Graham Hick and Graham Thorpe. Terrific effort from them. 2 for 211 England, and still in with a chance of saving this game. Their target is 508, and they need to bat through 3 sessions tomorrow to save it. And they're the bowlers who might be able to get Australia through and stop England saving it. McDermott none for 61 today, McGrath none for 47. McDermott, I thought, bowled pretty well when he came on with the old ball. Warne, the successful bowler, 25 overs, 8 maidens, 2 for 44. Tim May, 15 overs for 29. Mark Waugh and Bevan. Bevan spun the ball in that last over of unorthodox left-arm spin, 1 over for 4. And a very, very big task ahead of the Australians tomorrow now. This has suddenly become a great contest, and it could be one of the great fightbacks of all time by any side in the history of Test match cricket. Big day coming up. Look forward to having you with us tomorrow. At the moment, from the Gabba, it's goodbye. The final day of the opening Test match between Australia and England at the Gabba. Welcome to the highlights. A tension-filled day ahead of us, and a look now at the England card to see the way they began. 2 for 211, Atherton out yesterday for 23, Stewart for 33, and Hick and Thorpe, a record partnership for them. Hick 72 and Thorpe 66. That right-hand, left-hand combination working well for England and frustrating the Australian bowlers. 77 overs gone and 2 for 211. That leaves England 297 to win and 8 wickets still in hand. And the Australian bowling figures: McDermott none for 61. I thought he bowled better than that. McGrath none for 47. Warne was the outstanding one. 25 overs, 8 maidens and 2 for 44. And Tim May bowled well. No wickets there, none for 29 from 15 overs and 8 maidens. Very good conditions at the Gabba for this final day. Only a small crowd, but plenty of tension around, I can assure you. We join it now in the 5th over. 3 runs have been added. Graham Hick is taking strike and Shane Warne is the bowler. Bill Laurie is your commentator with Greg Chappell.
It's a good shot. Short. I think it was a top spinner rather than the flipper. He hit that pretty well, Graham Hick. It's a good pull of the ball.
Graham Hick's a tall man, so he's got a long reach. Changes the length a bit for Shane Warne, left-hander as well, with a smaller man in Graham Thorpe. So this time just a little bit too short.
It's close. Around the wicket. It has to be well back. And by Steve Rendell.
Unmoved. A lot of turn here, pitching in the rough and really darting back in. Thorpe going well back, but that's probably missing leg stump from that angle and that turn.
If they lose early wickets and allow a fresh Australian team to get at new batsmen, then they've got problems. If they can keep the wickets intact till lunchtime, then the problems, the psychological warfare, all goes back onto Australia and particularly their captain Mark Taylor.
Got him! Well, that's magnificently bowled. Taylor had a word with him and he has struck. Well, that was superb bowling. Now, whether or not it had anything to do with what Taylor had told him, I don't know. But Taylor ran all the way down the ground, came back, and the next ball, he got him.
Well, I think it was almost a Yorker. It sort of dipped on him, but it was a very full delivery, right up there. And he just missed it. There it was a Yorker. Just missed it. And remember, yesterday I had difficulty with the Yorkers of Craig McDermott. that very full delivery, and it's the breakthrough for Australia. They really needed that. 3 for 219.
Well, Graham Gooch, the new batsman, have a look at that. Highest score, 333. An average of 43. Lots and lots of runs in his career and plenty of experience too. 114 test matches, none more important than this one. And the natives are getting a little restless down there. Hick, who hasn't faced as much of Warne, certainly not as much as Thorpe faced. It's going to be interesting to see how he goes today against Warne. He's only faced one over of him today. Well, he's got his chance now. Oh, yes, he's got him. That's out. He's got him. It ran off the top of his gloves. Now, we did think that this was a bit of a danger for him. He used to pad away. He did this in the first innings, left his gloves down there. That ball hit the pad, ran over the top of the glove, I reckon, perhaps even a bit of the handle and bat. And Healy was as quick as a flash. You watch this.
Well, he didn't get the bat and gloves out of the way. He stuck the pad there, but it hit the pad onto the gloves, and that's out. That's smart wicket-keeping. Slice of luck, you might say, for Shane Warne, Australia, but you make your luck. And that's the right idea, getting the pad there, but not getting the hands and gloves out of the way. Big trouble, England, 4 for 220.
So Mike Gadding, the other very experienced England batsman out there now. Also lots of runs in Test cricket. A big 100, 200 in fact, his top score. And Tim May now just indulging in a little conversation with his captain just prior to the start of this over. Oh, he's dropped him. That one's gone straight back to May. He's been waiting for a miss hit there. Let's have another look at that one. One went in the air around about mid-wicket area early on, but he's mishit this one, Graham. And yes, he got his hands to it. He should have caught that one, Tim May.
Michael Bevan is coming into the attack. Bowls his left arm Chinaman. He had one over last night.
Mike Gadding will be looking to pull and cut. He likes to play those shots, but has been tied down by the off-spinner. He doesn't pick that wrong, but he gets some runs as it goes down past tail with slip. And good morning, Tony Gregg.
Morning, Bill. No doubt a lot of folks sitting in their lounge room wondering what a Chinaman is. Well, a Chinaman, when it's bowled, is a ball that spins back into the right-hander. But it's bowled with the left hand. So there we are. It's a left-hand wrist spinner that spins back. The one that goes the other way is just your ordinary googly.
As Michael Bevan continues to Graham Gooch. It's a good shot. I think that's what Taylor wants, and playing one or two shots. Maybe open up the gate.
That's a beautiful shot. The ball was wide and sure it was slightly over-pitched, but having blocked for so long, you probably have to think twice about this, but eventually did play the shot beautifully. It was wide out there. Gooch just caressing that one through the gap.
Dermot with the second new ball from the members' end. This will at least give Taylor the option of bringing the spinners straight back on after lunch with a harder ball. Dermot also just not making the batsman play. His line's not bad, but he wants it a bit fuller, trying to entice Gadding to drive or make him play on off stump.
Important they knock one over here.
Got him! That's a breakthrough they needed. Got the outswing of the pitch perfectly. Gadding played, got an edge straight through to Healy, and that will probably turn this match around very quickly.
Well, he reckoned he hit the first one when he was given out LBW. He very definitely hit this one, and he was given out caught behind. Good delivery, this one from McDermott. He got the line right this time. Just a little bit of movement away there, and a big nick through to Healy, and that is a very important breakthrough. The end of Gadding, and the score now 5 for 250.
A good session for Australia. They picked up 3 vital wickets. The wickets of Thorpe, bowled Warne, Hick, caught Healy, bowled Warne, and Gadding in this final over before lunch, caught Healy, bowled McDermott.
That's the first ball after lunch in the second session of play. Glenn McGrath was the bowler, Graham Gooch in the white helmet taking strike. Stephen Rhodes is the other batsman. And then in the commentary box, Tony Gregg, and alongside him, Ian Chappell.
got that one down well. That was quite a high bouncer, and he's really got onto that one, and it's gone for 4. Good shot by Gooch. 5 down for 260. Good shot onto that one in a flash. He plays that shot so well. Short and all the way along the ground in front of square.
Yes, that is a lovely shot. One of the reasons why he's such a good player of the horizontal bat shots, doesn't try and hit them too hard, Graham Gooch. Just watch this. Just a short backswing.
Oh, good shot too. Over pitch, straight down the ground. And McGrath is struggling while Gooch is beginning to grow in confidence. In the meantime, it's going to be McDermott. Shot. Beautiful straight drive. 4 all the way.
6 fours now for Gooch. And we've seen about 5 of those in this last little period.
Another good shot and another 4. That's beautifully played as well. Overpitched by McDermott. It's going down to the boundary.
I think Graham Gooch might have some fans there. The English fans getting pretty excited at the moment. Got their football jerseys on.
They've put on 30 now, this partnership, and Rhodes has 2. Got him, caught behind, yes, another one. That one just moved away as well. He followed it, not a very good shot that from Rhodes. Good bowling though from McDermott. He really has been accurate, he's been right up there, and that takes him up alongside Graham McKenzie in terms of wickets taken by Australian bowlers.
Classic outswinger, and just the right amount of wood on it for Ian Healy. Ian Healy's having a very good match as far as catches are concerned. And England are now 6 for 280.
Philip de Freitas, average of 14 in Test match cricket, made 7 in the first innings. He's going out there now to join Graham Gooch. And in the commentary box, Greg Chappell, and with him, Jeff Boycott.
Takes McDermott on with a hook shot, and a very good hook shot it was. Just around about chest height. Didn't try and hit it too hard, just got into position. Swung the ball away to the leg side and was never in any danger. 4 runs result. 4 more runs to Gooch. Runs are not that important for the Australians at this stage. 6 for 290.
Most of the England batsmen had a bit of difficulty picking Shane Warne, so you hardly expect a late order batsman to be able to pick Shane Warne, and it's a problem.
Roland, it's gone between the bat and the pad off the inside edge, and it's just rolled back past the leg stump. 6 for 290. Almost claimed his wicket with the wrong one.
Yes, he was playing for the leg spinner, really, playing away from his body, inside edge, just bounced past the stumps.
47, Graham Gooch. Phil de Freitas yet to score, 6 for 290. Tim May has been brought back into the attack. Graham Gooch will get at least 1. Deflection from Steve Waugh means that they can get 2. Tim May bowling with a much newer ball than he had this morning, so it'll be much harder. 121 balls faced in nearly 2¼ hours. Full toss. Graham Gooch can handle those okay. Michael Bevan, the fielder, and that's his 50.
Yeah, it's a good innings that from Graham Gooch. He looked fairly confident. He's fairly assured. He's in good touch. Plays the spinners and the seamers particularly well.
50 to Graham Gooch. He will be facing. Shane Warne will be doing the bowling. He's coming around the wicket to the right-hander, looking to bowl into the rough outside Graham Gooch's legs. Slightly open-handed grip. Cut! A little bit of pad, but not much bat in that one. sweep shot this time, and that's 4 runs. Much more profitable than the kick away, and less dangerous as well. It's in the air, diving effort there by Michael Slater. He just got a hand on the ball. I think it may have been a drop chance. It was going down. It was going down very quickly. It may have bounced just in front of him. Short ball from Shane Warne. A very hard pull shot. Just gets his hand to it. Hit him on the thumb or the wrist. With the flipper, just a bit wide of off stump. He doesn't often get offline with the flipper, but this time plenty of room for Phil de Freitas. Even though he's a tail ender, he's more than useful with the bat.
And now it's Tim May to de Freitas.
That's a magnificent shot. He tossed that one up a little bit, and he really got after it, de Freitas. Just waited for it too. You've got to be a little careful when the ball's spinning back from outside off stump. You can open yourself up a little bit, get bowled through the gate. But he waited for it, and his timing was immaculate.
6 for 309. Gooch is 56 and playing very well. Shane Warne is going to bowl round the wicket to Graham Gooch.
That's the end of Gooch. He's gone for the sweep again. That is a very good catch. The ball was attempted from outside off stump. He tried to hit it over the top of mid-wicket. Obviously a premeditated shot. A little nick on it, and Healy kept his eye on the ball outside off stump. And that is 5 wickets for Warne.
That's a wonderful catch by Healy. The force of the bat going through there, it's a big nick, but that is a great catch. Very good performance from Shane Warne. 5 wickets for him. McDermott has got through for wickets as well. And between them, they've got through this England batting. Well, so far they have. 7 for 309 now. Gooch played very well. Good innings, good fighting, gutsy innings. 7 for 309. Now then, Darren Gough about to face Shane Warne. Philip de Freitas is the non-striker. First ball for Gough. And that puts Ian Healy in a select little group of wicket keepers who've done a terrific job over the years. Richardson, Rashid Latif, and now Healy have 9. Here's May to de Freitas.
There's definitely an inside edge on that one. Went just behind square. His Boone is quite a long way in front of square. This one goes almost exactly square. Warne to de Freitas. Oh, he's bowled him around his legs. Yes, he's hit the stumps around his legs. Well, he's been targeting that leg stump for a while, and at last he's managed to get one round the back of an Englishman's pad. He zipped that one out of the rough. It was full, and that is the end of de Freitas, bowled by Warne.
Well, I still say he's most times just as well off coming over the wicket, because he spins the ball so far, even on the flat part of the pitch. When he's coming out of the footmarks over the wicket, he'll get plenty of work on it. And de Freitas is the man going back now at 8 for 310. Martin McCaig is the new batsman. 8 for 310. We're in the second session of play here. Still quite a bit of time to go, but the Australians are moving fairly swiftly now. Shane Warne 6 for 69 from 46 overs. Oh, and there's another one. A very, very short time at the crease for Martin McCaig. A very, very good flipper from Shane Warne. That went zip. And Martin McCaig also went zip.
Yes, a magnificent flipper this was. It just watch it here. He's back looking to play. Just watch it. Out it comes. It's dead straight and keeps going, and that would have hit the middle stump. And McCaig had that dreadful feeling as it hit his pad. There was no doubt about it. That is the end of him. And what a performance this has been by Shane Warne. 7 for 69 his figures now. And that is 10 wickets in the match for him. And England have slumped now to 9 for 310.
I guess if you had a choice of a batsman to bowl leg spin for a hat-trick, you'd ask for Philip Tufnell. So Shane Warne on a hat-trick here at the Gabba.
Better try him with a flipper, I would think. No, it's the wrong one. The wrong one, and he's missed it by a whisker.
Darren Goff. A great start with the bat to Test cricket. 17 not out in the first innings with 2 massive sixes. There he goes, he's got him, he's dropped another one. Dear oh dear, Tim May has dropped 2 return catches. He's been bowling off spin for 34.2 overs, and he's dropped another catch off his own bowling. Unbelievable. Oh, he's paid for it. I'll get this one. It's coming straight down the ground. And that is 6.
Phil Lorry got about as close as Tim May did to the last one.
Shane Warne at 9 for 320 goes around the wicket to Philip Tufnell, try and bowl him around his legs or get a catch to the slip cordon out of the rough. Well, he's a great fieldsman. Philip Tufnell, he often falls over, and he's brought it into his batting as well.
That certainly amused Shane Warne.
That's out. That's the end of the Test match. And 8 wickets for Shane Warne, 11 for the Test match. His best figures in a Test match. He's taken 11. A wonderful performance by the Australian team. They've batted well, they've bowled well, and they've fielded well, and they go 1 up in the series.
That's a terrific performance from the Australian side led by Mark Taylor. 323 England, they fought very hard, but on this final day it wasn't good enough. Hick out for 80 and Thorpe 67. They were the big hopes at the start. Gooch played very well for his 56, getting out for 13, and then it was inevitable that Australia would win the match. 323, and the bowling figures for Australia. McDermott, 23 overs, 4 maidens, and 2 for 90. Warne, 50.2 overs, 22 maidens, 8 for 71. Absolutely brilliant. Thought McDermott bowled really well. He bowled well yesterday too for no result. Now then, down in the presentation area, we have Tony Gregg with all the prizes, the money, and the England captain, Michael Atherton.
Thank you very much, Richie. Yes, thanks for coming down, Mike. I've got a cheque here for $3,000 for you. There we are.
Thank you.
A good win by Australia, although you must be pretty happy with the fact that having started badly, you got yourself back into the game at least.
Yeah, Australia played the better cricket throughout the match, fully deserved their victory. Thought Shane Warne's performance in the second innings was a wonderful performance. Equally, our lads showed a bit of fight, and I was pleased with that.
You must have been very happy with the way Hick and Thorpe played in particular.
Yeah, they gutsed it out on the 4th afternoon there. We'd said the night before we needed to lose maximum of 2 wickets to give ourselves a chance on the final day. And it was unfortunate both of them went early on the final morning, and that probably stopped any chance of us drawing the game at the end.
And what a bowler, Shane Warne.
He's a magnificent bowler. His performance in the second innings was a great performance, I thought.
Thanks for coming in and enjoy yourself down in Barrel.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael Atherton. Right, well, Mike Taylor's down here as well. I've got a cheque for you here, $6,000. Well done.
Thanks, Tony.
Very happy after coming so close in Pakistan on a few occasions to win this one easy.
Oh, I wouldn't win easy. I thought the Poms played very well in the second innings, batted very well. It wasn't an easy wicket to bat on, yet they stuck at their guns very well. But I was pleased, obviously, because Warnie took 8 wickets, but Craig took a couple of big wickets for us, and that's what we've lacked in Pakistan. Someone to take those big wickets, and Craig did it today.
And it started well as well. Won the toss. Good conditions to bat in first. You played pretty well. Your form was pretty good. But then big hundreds by 2 of your batsmen.
Yeah, well, that's what we talked about. I think in Pakistan we had a lot of guys make good starts over there. No one make a real big 100 in slats, and then Mark Waugh provide us with big hundreds, which are always going to lead to a big score. So, happy from a lot of fronts in this game.
Then they got back in it just a little bit there. They bowled pretty well in that session on the 3rd day, didn't they? Tufnell did particularly well.
Yeah, they came back a couple of times. We were, I think, 4 for 330 overnight the first day, and they held us to 420. Second time we were, none for 100, kept us down to 208, 240. So, they stuck at it very well, and it's going to be a good contest the rest of the summer.
Thanks very much for coming down.
Thanks, Tony.
Right, we've got the Man of the Match award here. There's Duran gold trophy for the Man of the Match, Shane Warne. Congratulations. There we are, and $1,000 for you as well.
Thanks, mate.
Well, you'd be as happy as a bee.
Oh, I suppose I'm pretty happy, yeah, mate. I just thought, there's a few people said we shouldn't have followed on, but I thought I'd back Mark Taylor up in his decision. We always try and bowl last. I think it suits our bowling, and I suppose we bowled last on the last day, and it worked. I thought Craig McDermott bowled really well, and Maisie bowled well. It's just a shame he couldn't hold on a couple of those catches, but I thought he bowled really well, and it's good to have the whole support from the rest of the boys.
And just a few thoughts on when you were running in for that hat-trick. What do I bowl now?
You know, I suppose I should have just probably bowled a leggy, but I thought Tuffers might be able to bamboozle him with a wrong'un or something, but didn't work. But yeah, I was just happy.
You've never come closer than that.
Yeah, thank
Very
you.
well bowled.
Thanks, Tony.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's all from down here, Richie. Back to you.
Thanks, Tony. So just to confirm that the Australians have won this match by 184 runs. That looks a big total and a big margin, but it was closer than that, and England did fight very, very